What you're about to watch in this 5-minute video is a decade worth of depression, dirt, and emotions wiped away in just 2 days. An amazing group of volunteers flew across the United States, lodged for a week, mentally and physically prepared to help a family in desperate need. This free cleaning was completed through the Cleaning with Compassion program that ZEP runs and has been in the planning stages for 2 months. I was the team lead on this specific clean in Phoenix, Arizona this weekend, but I definitely could not even have done a fraction of what was completed without my amazing team and group of volunteers, because they're the ones that made the magic happen. I tagged everyone in this video who was a part of this huge and amazing transformation. And if you guys want to help at all, please drop a follow and some love on each one of their pages, because positive engagement like that helps my team be able to afford more of these cleanings. But on top of that, you're going to be able to see the different perspectives and different areas of the home being cleaned on all of their pages, because I did not clean everything in this house. They did. Myself and Miss Keeks tackled the majority of this bathroom, and we were in it for about a day and a half solid. There was layers on layers on layers of grime that needed to be removed, just due to the amount of cats that were living in these quarters upstairs. I don't know if you know this, but when you are cleaning up cat mess, I do not recommend you ever use bleach. Mixing bleach and cat urine can cause a toxic gas, and you guys just need to stay away from that. So instead, as a professional restoration house cleaner myself, my go-to is always a powerful degreaser, and obviously my recommendation is always going to be a ZEP degreaser. We use 2 different ones in this bathroom. They're purple and they're orange. I'm going to go ahead and make a huge full list on the Book of Faces with links and everything you guys need to know for what was used on which surfaces, so that you can get the proper products for your surfaces and tackle your jobs at home. But for now, I'm just going to do a quick rundown. For the walls and ceiling, we use the orange degreaser full strength. It normally needs to be diluted, and I highly recommend you do. But when you're going through so many different layers of grime and you're doing a restoration cleaning, you need to break through those layers as quickly as possible. And the orange degreaser is a lot safer on walls than the purple is, as that's an industrial degreaser. Now, I used that one on the counter, the sink, and the bathtub. And as you can see, it helped tremendously. If any of these products are new to you, but you have a tough job like a restoration to tackle, I want to highly suggest you read all of the product labels, mix to appropriate levels, verify the surfaces you're working on are safe for that product, and always test it in an inconspicuous area. I went ahead and let the degreaser soak and marinate on these surfaces here, because I know that it needed it. These types of cleanings are at least a 3-process job, meaning you're gonna have to go over each of these surfaces 3 separate times, sometimes with different products and supplies as well. I'm always going to start with the most gentle supplies. Like I started here with a plastic scraper, and in some areas I moved up to a metal scraper and then a razor as well. Because if a gentle supply is going to get the job done, it's going to decrease the risk of you damaging a surface. And that's one of the most important parts besides getting the house cleaned. Obviously, scrubbing down this bathroom, ceiling to floor, wall to wall, was the toughest portion of this cleaning, right? But the most important part of this entire cleaning, the part that ties everything together and allows me to confidently say I completed this job, is properly taking the time to disinfect every single crevice in this bathroom. And that's exactly what we did. I brought 2 gallons of ZEP's antibacterial disinfectant cleaner, and we used it everywhere. They also make an amazing floor disinfectant as well, because like I said, top to bottom needed to be completely sanitized. I want to take time to remind you guys that these recipients in these cleanings are real people with real feelings. So when you go to leave a comment, just remember they see these videos, they see the comments, and they feel things. And if you have anything negative to say, all you got to remember is the video you're watching is them actively changing their lives. They're trying to do better. So be loving, compassionate, and encouraging on my page, please. And to my amazing team, I could not have done this without you. Kaylee, Keeks, Miss Sophie, who filmed all of this, Pierce, Cherie, Teresa, Mama Keeks, Mama Karen. None of you had to take time away from your jobs, your family, pay for flights, book hotels, and break your backs to do all of this work for this family, but you still did it. And of course, a huge thank you to Zepp for running their program, Cleaning with Compassion, and being such a huge support system on these journeys and cleanings. We love you. You are an amazing part of Clean Talk.